Chief Medical Examiner. Hey,
And we all back with another episode. Anthony White here with Shia Ben.
hey, checking in.
Bronx made me, Brooklyn raised me, SOS saved me. Yeah, I know the intro.
Hey
Dragging it.
guys, it's always a pleasure to be back here on the podcast.
Last week a little bit of technical difficulties, so we ain't get to throw the video up. But this one is live. Hopefully.
All right, so we have a few topics that is going to be really good today. But before we jump into that, I do want to discuss some of the things that we have going on here at SOS and at AGVP. So right now at AGVP, which is the Anti-Gun Violence Employment Program for youth and people within the communities, within the catchments. So we have a few participants and community members that are ages 16 to 24, and then we also have our 14 to 15-year-olds working within mom and pop shops or other CBOs, community-based organizations within the community, which we extend our greatest gratitude to, because it's important that the youth know that they can actually give back to their community and be a part of their community while working in their community. So that's important. So that started, and then the summer youth started as well. So we have some participants here at SOS. So if you see them, say hi. They may have a AGVP shirt on, or they may have an Bronx Community Justice Center shirt on. So feel free to say hello and embrace them, make them feel comfortable. So, dun, 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 dun. Also, we have Dee here who actually assisted us with setting up the podcast and teaching some of the staff on how to operate it. He is volunteering some of his time to assist with some of the participants and community members with learning how to engineer. So I definitely want to shout him out um, for that because that's important. You know, yeah, that's important to be able to have a skill set and teach it to others or teach it to the youth so that they may learn something that they never knew that they had interest in. So big shout outs to D for that.
Yeah. Also, D-Tracks is the reason why I even know how to set up this podcast and mess with the MPC portable things of that sort. So definitely big shout out to him.
Yeah.
Also, big shout out to Brian, because if it wasn't for Brian, I don't even think we would be doing any studio type of anything at SOS. So shout out to Brian.
Definitely shout out to Brian. You gotta shout him out.
He
Yeah.
was supposed to be a guest for this episode, but I don't know what happened, man. He ain't show up. He ain't
Boo.
show
Tomato,
up.
tomato,
Yeah, he definitely
Brian.
ain't show up.
Tomato. That's what your text look like? That's what
Shit's
when
just
you reached
cricket.
out to him? It
Yeah.
was crickets, quiet. All right, so let's get to it. So I'm just curious if everyone is tuned in to the current events and what's going on, and are you guys seeing it? So one thing that I'm absolutely loving that is let me get a drum roll. Give me some.
Oh,
That's alright.
that was good enough.
I'm loving how the females are taking advantage and in the lead right now in every field and every sport. So I definitely have to shine some light on females. So as you guys have been witnessing, have you been hearing, whether you're into sports or not, you guys have been seeing the talk centered around Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson always been very popular.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think it's important to highlight this, right? Because the WNBA wasn't getting much traction. Like the tickets were literally free, I think, for every
Yeah,
organization,
they
schools,
was free.
or
Then they went to
$17, $10.
$14.
Yeah,
I think they had like hundreds of dollars right now.
exactly. And that's very important because we have women that are becoming the face of what sports look like. And not just with WNBA, but I don't know if you guys are looking at the Olympics or looking at gymnastics where we have, or tennis, right? We have Coco McGruff. Um, we have a few, Simone Biles. It's so many females that, I mean, outside of Serena and Venus, of course, that are taking charge with the sports world right now. Um, Even still, not just in the sports world, but entrepreneurship, right? And then the leading right now for entrepreneurship has been females in business,
Definitely.
right? Predominantly black women, Latina women have been taking charge with opening their businesses and no longer punching the clock, right? No longer
Shout out to
accepting,
all of the
yeah,
bosses, the female woman bosses.
yes. Is that your world tour or your girl tour? So we
Also,
definitely
shout
have
out to you,
to.
Shai, because besides SOS, you definitely do have your own business.
Yes, yes. So we also have to look at not only the entrepreneurship, we also have to look at the colleges. The leading graduates of the entire world is women. Women. But not just women, but black and Latina women. Like that is extremely important and it's good to see because growing up oftentimes what we've seen for younger women is all right, I'm going to get you a Barbie doll and you're going to learn how to play house, or you're not able to do this because you're a female, right? It's always you're a female so you can't do that. The women now is taking the lead on these
Yeah,
positions, right?
definitely. We got female coaches in the NBA now, so
Yes,
we
that's
definitely.
that's tremendous. And then look, Angel Reese just became a coach. I'm not sure if you've seen that.
Nah.
She is a coach now for, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say a soccer team. Don't quote me, but she is now a coach. I'm not sure if it's Houston, but she's the owner or co-owner of a team now. So that's extremely, and Sierra and Russell, they have a team as well. And in Milwaukee, right? They have a black female
Yeah.
team owner.
Yeah.
So that's just really important to highlight. And then even now, with one of the greatest news that's going on with throughout the country is a black potentially a black female president, which we have a black female vice president. But imagine having a black female president. So that's just highlighting like all of the work and all of the consistency that women has been doing to reach that level, right? I
Hard work.
guess.
Hard work always pays off.
Yeah, and also just being able to see it and be a part of that because we are now what you consider like a part of history, right? We are witnessing history. We are seeing it right here unfold in front of us. So I think that's extreme. And me, just being a program manager here, a woman in leadership at SOS. But if you look at CJI, Center of Justice Innovation, it is predominantly women.
Definitely.
It's a lot of women. So when Beyonce said who run the world, she was not lying. So I just wanted to put that on you guys' radar. I want you guys to just ponder on it, look into it. Even if you're not into sports, politics, or any of these other um, themes, it's still good to identify that women are actually getting a lot further than where they were years ago with the Susan B. Anthony's, and just being able to identify that it's more work to do. There's always room for growth, but being able to actually see results, it's extremely important. It's extremely important.
It
All
is.
right.
Um, it was something we was talking about last week, but we really didn't get to get too much into details about the topic. But I had asked one of our guests, Spliffy, like, what impact do you think um what impact do you think a lot of these influencers like Angela Reese and Caitlin Clark could have for the females nowadays? That's probably not even into sports, or that's not probably in the taking charge. That's still probably out here on the wrong path.
think just for me being in the skin I am and the position that I am, from my perspective, I really believe that the tone that they're setting is for other youth to be daring, right? To fight those stigmas. So when Caitlyn is out on the field, everyone has a sympathetic heart. Like, oh, be careful with her. Oh, you
Yeah.
fouled her. Oh, like the eye that people are watching her, viewing her on is more of a compassionate eye versus Angel Reese, who plays just as competitive and plays just as tough. Everyone's looking like she's too aggressive. She's in the game, she's in the sport, she's playing just how any other sports player would play, right? And people are like, she's too aggressive, she's too ghetto, she's too loud, she's too raunchy, right? And
Mhm.
that's the stigmas that they place on people. So what I absolutely love is the message that they can put out there is dare to be different, right? Don't fall in line with the stigmas. Don't fall in line with what people are saying. Show them different. Show them different. Challenge people. Oh, you said that I'm this? Okay, I'm going to show you different. I'm not going to get on the mic and bad talk you. I'm not going to get on the mic and fight and argue with you. I'm just going to be who I am. And people eventually would fall in line with it.
Yeah, I like that. But I feel like a lot of these females nowadays, or probably like the generation of females right now, like you said, they not really into working. They into saying like, I'm looking to get my own business. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that definitely is a plus because watching my mom have three, four jobs,
Yeah.
not be able to come home when we needed her sometimes, that was kind of stressful. So if these females in this generation could own their own business before the age of 25,
25.
praise to them.
Yeah, before 25. And it's all about just having that financial literacy, right? You don't know what you don't know. So being able to provide them with this knowledge, they're going to say, why not? Why not me? Oh, I could do that. That's easy. How much to open this? $200. Okay, cool. Apply for a grant, apply for a business loan, or apply. So learning that and they know they can do it, why not?
For
Why
sure.
not? Because a lot of women possess these skills. They know how to cook. All right, now I'm gonna open a restaurant. Or they know how to do nails. Okay, now I'm gonna open or I'm gonna have a storefront. They know how to do hair. It's so many. They know how to design clothes. They know how to. It's things like that that can put us on the top, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
If we all just come together and we started working for ourselves, we are the highest consumers, black people overall. We are the highest consumers. If right now Nike or Louis Vuitton drop something, we're not gonna make the big 15K unless you like a celebrity little baby or something. But us in the community in the hood, we gonna find a way to get those kicks. Like we
Yeah,
gonna
we
find a
are.
way to get them jackets like just cause, right? So if we put that into each other,
Yeah, you got to generate the money through the hood
yeah,
instead of going elsewhere. Definitely.
yeah, that's definitely true. I feel like when it comes to Chinese people, their money gets rerouted in their community at least 4 to 5 times before it actually leaves their community because their
Yeah.
landlord is of their community, their restaurants is of their community, their supermarkets are of their community, their clothes are of their community.
The where they
So,
get their food from, the delivery people is down to them.
no.
I saw people with Chinese restaurants getting deliveries from only Chinese people. It's
Yo, and
no,
you know it's so funny. I don't even see commercials,
nah. There's
but
no
they've
Chinese
been around
restaurants
for
commercial.
so long, and they don't even need it. It's word of mouth. That's really what it is. Word of mouth.
Always. You go on YouTube, you look up Chinese near me, you might look at the reviews or something. That's what
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
the most. That's the most. But other than that, you gonna tell them how you want it. You
Yeah.
gonna tell them how you want it, and they already know. So something that surprised me this weekend. Shout outs to Ease Fish and Chips. Yeah, shout out. So I'm in Connecticut. I went to Waterbury, and I'm like, all right. I always order from Uber Eats. This is so good. I gotta go there to the restaurant. I want the food hot. Like I really wanna enjoy
Yeah.
it. I
Full
mean,
potential.
yeah, I want the full potential. So it's fried fish, fried shrimp, mac and cheese, collard greens, potato salad. I'm like, yo, whoever is there is like, it gotta be a black family. I pull up, I see a Chinese lady, right? I want to say Asian because I don't wanna misidentify. But I'm looking at my daughter and I'm like, you still wanna Like, let me know what you want to do, cause I'm still hungry. But the food smells so good. I'm like, all right, we already here. When I say the food came out, she was like, "What you want?" You know her acid and everything.
Yeah,
She was like, "You want the baked mac and cheese?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yo, if this is whack, I'm gonna be tight, 'cause I'm dropping 50, dropping 50." I'm
that's
talking
crazy.
about down to the Kool Aid. You know the Kool Aid that what's the name of this joint in Harlem? They got the best taste of seafood. The blue juice.
Yeah.
They even had that same bottle and everything, right? So now the
You
food
said it's
come
in
out.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
When I say the food was so good.
Nah,
It was
nah.
cultural though. Like you could tell they had it down to the ingredients. Like the way that they was flipping the fish
They
in
learned
the
that. They saw that one time and never stopped.
I said
They said this
no.
could make us some
I
money.
said no, but it was so good. Like I had the itis. On my way driving home, I had the itis. I'm like, yo, they really I can't even be mad at them.
I don't even care if they making soul
I
food.
wouldn't even care. Like I don't even feel I don't feel violated. Then as I was leaving, I seen a big black gentleman coming out the kitchen. I'm like, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Cause I taste the vinegar and the greens. I'm like, yo, they not
They gave him
capping.
a job for life and said as long as you make this food,
I'm telling
we gonna be in
down
business.
to the slice of the carrot cake. I ordered a strawberry slice and I ordered a carrot cake slice. What y'all know about this? The lemonade. How do y'all know about like who y'all like who is y'all talking to?
Definitely give a shout out
But
to
definitely
the
shout
other
out to them
coaches.
because yeah, they did their big one. They did their big one. So shout outs to them. It's yeah, it's not too many soul food restaurants that I like everything. It's like somebody lacking in the mac.
Yeah, it's always
So like
something
yeah, the
that's not
yams ain't
hitting.
really the yams is canned.
Yeah, I don't really do the yams anyway.
I like the yams, but they really had real yams. There was no canned yams. It was shout outs to them, man. That was good. Um but yeah, pretty much the Asian community look out for each other and generate the money within their community before they leave their community. Like you're not even going to
Yeah,
see their money. You're not even going to know how much they got because they giving it to each other. Like you
that's a
can't
fact.
monitor their dollar.
You can't watch their pockets.
You can't watch their pockets. Like you can't. So I think it's important, and even still, some of them are still on like welfare or public
Yeah,
assistance,
definitely.
right?
They not,
So
and that's another thing. Just cause they got a couple dollars, they ain't never say they wasn't gonna use the system still.
yeah, because they have stay-at-home wives, right, who
Yeah.
actually work in the kitchen, cooking yams, yams everywhere. Like they still have family in the kitchen, like the Jews, right? They still have their own community, their own pools, their own.
They still letting their kids come to school with us. 'Cause
Yes,
I didn't
like
went to school with a couple of the chinos. That was my mains.
exactly. So it's like knowing how to play the system and don't let it be your only reliant source of income, right?
Hmm.
Don't like only rely on selling your food stamps. Don't only rely on the first and the 15th. Don't only rely on making ensuring that your kid has some type of mental or disability to get social security checks. Like long are those days where you're hiding kids in the closet because you don't want welfare to come and see additional face in the house. Now
Yeah.
everybody is going out and getting to it, whether it's designing clothes, designer sneakers. Look at Air Kai.
Yeah. Shout out to Ed Cobb, black owned sneaker business, black owned
Yeah.
business.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nike could have wowed him up. Nike could have got more from him,
Yeah.
but they let him rock. Like, he had to pay a little fee though. I think he
Yeah.
paid a milli, 1 milli, right? He had to
Yeah,
pay
but
around there.
it comes back.
It comes back because people are still supporting him. The community supported him, and that's what Nike did not like. Even with Bape, Nike sued Bape, and Bape still dropped something with that same template of
Yeah, they
shoe.
did. Yeah. Yeah, the Babesters.
Yeah, so it's like it's these big companies that are I want to say sometimes oppressing others from eating, but we all we got. When we say that in the streets and we really chanting that we all we got, we all we need, that's not just like a slogan. That's really something that's true. Like we all we got and we're all we need. If we are like putting a dollar into our daycares, right? If like let's say your aunt owns a daycare and we give her the dollar, we don't need their daycare system at
Yeah.
all. And then we also have scholars or people that are like licensed practitioners. We can create our own spaces in our community. We don't need someone to come in and tell us how to run this. We really can do it. Literally, we create the culture, we create the demand, we create the supply.
We the reason they stay in business because we keep
Yeah.
going back.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't need them. Like when I say that, it's in the most respectful way. Like we don't need them because we have the blueprint. We are the blueprint. Everything we
Definitely.
do is just like if we come out with a song and we the ones that say what's hot and what's not. We the ones that like look at Bobby Shmurda. We was laughing at his song like about a week ago. It was
Yeah.
literally just a joke and it got lit. It repopulated from the hat tours
I think Hot Nigga got a billion views on YouTube.
is what I'm saying, right? And it's because we literally found it funny. And although other coaches couldn't really, they probably laughed because it was ghetto, but we laughed because he was so serious. We was like,
Yeah.
yo, this is mad funny. Like
And everything he was talking about, he was really
that's
talking
what I'm
about.
saying. Even with Fabi, the same thing happened with Fabi. We was like, yo, these ninjas look so crazy.
Yeah.
They look crazy. From the females being pregnant in the videos, look at Glow,
Yeah.
Ratchet, look at Sexy. So like our culture sells. Like we say what's hot and what's not because it's what we tune into, it's what we support, it's what we endorse, it's what we stand. Ice Spice.
Yeah. Ice. Shout out to Ice Spice.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Ice Spice. Yeah. Y'all
Aunt
said.
is saying it.
Y'all
Y'all know
said.
my aunt is
Y'all
saying
said she
that.
was a one-hit wonder though. Like.
And she's doing it again with C's. She has a song with C's,
She.
right?
Come on. She got it. I ain't gonna lie.
And I
She's
like
from the
it.
Bronx. Like she's
Yeah.
from right here.
Yeah. Did you speaking of that? Did you see what Lotto had said in response to her possibly doing a battle with her?
Nah, I don't. Nah. Ice Spice is good, but she don't got the catalog like
Right.
Lotto.
So Lotto mentioned that she said, I'm not interested, and I don't think she would want to do that because they have two different styles of art.
Mhm.
Right. Lotto get in the booth. Lotto get in the
Since the
booth.
rap game, I was watching the
Yeah,
rap
with
game.
Peach, Super Peach, and them. She
Yeah.
get in the booth. Right. Ice Spice is more of a I want to make songs type of person. I don't want to freestyle. I
Mhm.
like to make songs. I like to be cute and I like to chill. And Lotto identified that, and it was in the most respectful way. She identified that, and she definitely said, I don't even think Ice would want to do that, like respectfully, and she's in her own lane.
That was the best way to put it.
That was the best way to put it, right? Like she's in her own lane. It wouldn't even make sense for us to go catalog to catalog.
Yeah.
Like Lotto knows she's a beast, but one thing I was saying this morning was for the top three hip hop rap females, I would say the first one would be, of course, Nicki Minaj. The second one would be Megan Thee Stallion because she has her own groundbreaking sound
Yeah.
and
Yeah. It's all natural. That's all her.
yeah, and the
Anybody,
third person would be Lotto.
anybody comes out with Megan Thee Stallion style, they gotta give her credit. Cause
Erica Banks did that.
mm,
It was similar, but
I do
they
know
had a
Erica
fallout.
Banks.
Yeah. So my top three rap females, like I'm talking about, are groundbreaking, are constantly creating history, constantly putting out content, constantly is consistent. I would say those three. If I wanted to hear, like, if I had to listen to
I don't think I have a top three.
for females,
Not rappers. Probably like just
R&B
artists. Yeah.
artists.
SZA's definitely.
Oh, SZA got it.
SZA probably number
SZA got
one.
it. You gotta say Summer.
Summer Walker
Yeah.
and Dead or Alive. I ain't gonna lie. TLC is still.
TLC's top five.
That's my favorite
five.
rap group.
Yeah, top
My
five.
favorite
Top five.
female artist of the world. If you
They're
know, you know.
definitely- Yeah, they're definitely top five. I like them. I like them. Cause their style was unique.
Yeah, they came out with the style that everybody wanted to do after a while.
Unique. Like I'm talking about the condoms on the eyes.
Yeah, everything.
The baggy pants with the bra tie. I still see girls do that, right? With their pants open.
Not knowing where it's coming from.
Yeah, like their pants open. Remember they used to do that. They
Yeah.
have their pants unbuttoned
They rolled it
or
up.
folded. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that style literally was like from TLC. Definitely Lisa Left Eye was legendary. You gotta give it to her.
Shout out to Left Eye, man.
R.I.P. Queen. That's important, like to know like why we repeating these styles. Cause I know I look back at pictures of my mother and her friends, and I'm like, you guys look crazy. Y'all look older than what y'all were. Like y'all look like this age now, like back then. But now I see a lot of things that are kind of being repeated, and I like it this time.
Yeah.
Like, I like it.
I like some of the swag that's coming back out, like the True Religions.
Yeah, that's important.
BB
The
Bells.
Pels.
Yeah, the Pels, the Biggies.
I feel like
that was a good. It was it was not a safe era,
but it was
but
iconic.
it was a good era to be in, or a good era to even watch. Feel me? Cause
Yeah,
it was different,
it was
and then you
iconic.
know who was who, depending on what style. Like
That's a
you know
fact.
what block was what. You know what borough was what because of the way they wore their
Because the way they
clothes.
wore their clothes, like if you had your BB around your neck, or like
Yeah,
just with the
like
females, like having it with their trues on, but not
I'm
through the
sorry.
hoops,
I'm sorry,
right?
Brooklyn, but they said if you had the rich cotton, you was from Brooklyn back in the
I'm
day.
screaming.
I had a rich cotton though, but I had a biggie too.
Yo, it's like we wore our BB bells, the females, I would say, outside of the loops. We didn't loop it into our jeans. We just put it around our waist,
Yeah,
and it was like a style. It was lit. Now seeing so many people that don't understand the culture behind the pals, behind the big boys, right? Because they got Biggie days in
yeah,
Manhattan.
definitely. Shout
Um,
out to shout out to Mike, definitely. Mike
yeah,
Phelps,
give him the shout out. Give him
definitely.
yeah,
My son do his thing.
yeah, yeah. So that's important, right? Like understanding where these things came from, because a lot of these things are on YouTube. Like the stories from back in the days,
Yeah,
the
they
pay
got a
up
whole they
movie.
got a whole IG page on about like all the Harlem swag in the
Yes, yes.
in the early '90s. I called it. I think it's called No Idea, No
No
Idea
idea.
characters.
Mhm.
Shout out to No Idea characters. They be dropping
Okay.
old straight old bangers like iceberg outfits and
Yes,
things of that
yes.
sort. Like before my
Iceberg was
time.
fire. Iceberg was fire. But I think that's the thing that excites me the most, like having that nostalgic feeling, like seeing the Biggie.
Yeah,
Back in the days in high school, a movie dropped called Pay Up,
yeah.
where
I
they was
remember
robbing everybody
that was
of
in
their biggies
that was
and Harlem.
based on a true story.
Yeah.
And they robbed Shorty on top of the steps for her rap Biggie.
Yes,
I was
yes.
crazy.
So those days was very dangerous because people lost their lives. Like shout out to the fallen soldiers, that didn't get to grow up with us,
Yeah,
but forever in our heart. But those days were iconic because it's like the Michael Jordan era when people had
yeah,
Jordans in Chicago. People was getting killed for Jordans. Like people really
yeah.
lost their lives behind Jordans.
Definitely.
That's
And
crazy.
that's another thing why New York is just New York because every generation we make our mark. Like every generation of New Yorkers made their mark to
That's a
where
fact.
they made a whole bunch of other states say, "Nah, we got to be like that." And when
Speak
they
like
and
that.
then when they do it like 5 years after we do it. So it's like,
Yeah.
yo, we not even on that no more. Y'all
We
can have
not.
that.
Or just how they speak, right? Like I see a lot of people say, "Oh, speak like a New Yorker," and they'll say dead ass," and I'm like, they're using it the wrong way. Like
Yeah,
they're saying it the wrong way. Or word to my mother, they don't say it with the same speed. They'll say,
yeah,
"Nah, bro, word to my mom's." Like word to my
yeah.
mother.
That's
You're
not how
saying
you
it too slow.
do.
It needs to be word to my mother. Like it needs to be one word. Like bacon, egg, and cheese, one word. It's not. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. No, there's
Yeah,
no
we could
respect on
definitely
that.
tell. We could definitely tell where you from the way you order a sandwich.
There's no bacon, egg, and cheese. Nothing nice about it. Nothing nice.
Yeah,
Like, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
this is on the go quick.
This is on the go.
I'm not even. I don't even think it's healthy for real.
No,
But
no. But it's definitely like, it's a lot of New York etiquette. And I feel like people just you gotta know the history behind it. Like, I'm seeing people that never even been to the hood really wear our trauma, wear our stories, wear like, our hood.
yeah, I definitely I felt that one.
Like it's because they have the money, right? They have the money, so they want to buy the story. Oh, I want to wear this. I'm lit. I'm wearing that. Like a lot of celebrity kids never even came back to the hood, but they are feeling entitled to what came with the hood, like
Yeah,
what came with their parents' story. Like you see, Tip is very hard on his son because he feel like his son is not from the hood, and his son is swearing up and down like
you had
I'm
me
from
in
the
the
hood.
trenches like
Yeah, he like I grew up with my grandmother. I was in the hood, and it's like, bro, you ain't never have the fear
yeah, you
of.
ain't experienced the hood. You heard
Yeah,
about
you
it.
never had
You
the
walked past it.
fear of you seeing a group of men on the corner, and if you cross the street, then you soft, you ass, bro. But if you stay on this, shit might go left, and it
Yeah,
just might take you whatever you got, just cause, and it just might tap your pockets, or they don't understand like somebody asking you for the time and knocking you out
and taking your phone. Yeah,
and taking your phone. Like you don't understand like the sidekick days, Come on, you're not really from the
Nah,
hood.
yeah.
Sidekick days was dusty.
Yeah, I ain't.
BBM days, dusty.
I think I stole my brother's sidekick. I never got a
Not your
sidekick.
sibling. Not your
Yeah.
sibling. And you see how dusty it get in the Bronx?
Yeah, damn, that's how
Your
true
own
it is.
sibling would take your
I
shit.
stole it from him and then I put it back in the
Yo.
couch. I put it in the couch. So when he called it, he like, this shit was in here for 3 days. Like, yeah. I ain't
Yeah,
have it.
bro, that's crazy. Your own family would get you.
Nah, word.
Yo, that's the thing though. Like, just seeing people that can't relate to us purchase an image of us. Like,
Mhm.
people want to be us until it's time to deal with us, until it's time to get the backlash of us, until it's time to feel our pain or our
Yeah.
struggles. Like, no, I don't want to be that black, or I don't want to be that much from the hood. I don't want to, like,
I hear that a lot.
yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, like they don't want to relate to that extent, but they want to pay for the image. They in love with the idea of being black or being in the hood. I'm in love with the idea of being a gangster.
They wish. I feel like they wish that they had projects in the suburbs, but it was still a suburban
Safe.
area.
Where
But
it
it
was
was just a safe. But that wouldn't be authentic. That would be a cap
No.
because there's nothing safe about
It wouldn't
having
even
to
be
get
right.
up and worry about if
I'm gonna
somebody
eat
from the,
today. If the water work today.
if somebody from the other side wants to do something to you just because you live
That's a
here.
fact.
I don't have nothing to do with this.
That's a
I just
fact.
happen to get placed in this projects and
I'm
now
just born here, bro.
I just come with whatever. Nah, it can't be like
It's
that.
too
We
much.
here to change the norms too. SOS.
That's a fact.
We
That's
definitely
very
here to
true.
change the norms. Interrupt, tech. That's our job.
And that goes back to your initial question about some of the influence that celebrities have in the community, right? One thing I notice is as soon as a celebrity get big, they're on TV, they want to throw up something. And oftentimes it's always Mac Baller, right? It's always like the
Yeah.
bees, like a basketball player make a shot, he's throwing up a gang sign like
Yeah.
jail hat or and it's like, bro, why? Why did you even throw that up? This is ball. Who are you?
Word.
Who, like
There's
you don't.
nobody here that's.
Nobody here is on that timing. Nobody here is ape. Nobody
Nah, that's a
here.
fact.
Like, why do we? Because now, what do they want to do? Now you got the ball players that want to. All right, cool.
Change their
He's
scenes.
gang. I'm gang too. Right? Like, oh, he's and then
Ain't
you
nothing.
got.
Ain't nothing wrong with having a friend that's on that type of timing. But if you know that you're on a path of greatness and you feel like your friend is not on that same path, there's nothing wrong with going down your own path and still saying that's my friend.
And that's a fact.
It's just about what you do and how you do it.
And that's a fact.
Cause I got 1,000 friends that's probably doing things or on the type of time that I'm not on no more. But
And they still respect you.
yeah, they it's like if I'm your man, you gonna respect me. Whatever decision I make, you gonna be
That's
here
a
for
fact. I'm still gonna rock with you.
me. Yeah,
I'm still gonna rock with you. You know why? Because you're being authentic. You're being yourself.
that's I'm big on be yourself. Like as long as you can be yourself, you gonna get through.
That's it. I mean, you wouldn't fit anywhere if you weren't yourself, right? You can't show
Yeah.
up as anyone else because you would never be comfortable. You wouldn't fit.
And it would show.
Yeah, it would definitely show because now you're working too hard.
Yeah.
You work if it's just genuinely you, that's fine. But that's one thing I feel like celebrities should yield from. Like, don't get in a music video and now you got all the bloods there because you want to be accepted in the hood. Like, look at
Yeah.
CJ Whoopty. Like that, his story was nasty.
Yeah, that was.
His story was nasty.
It's not authentic.
It was.
It's not authentic.
Well, we gotta give him. We gotta give him something. We gotta give him something.
That shit was
Who
not
endorsed
authentic.
this
King.
guy? Like, there's so many people from the hood that have good like songs outside of drill music that could have used his spot, and they signed him.
Shout out to Relly Flacco from Forest.
Yeah, look.
Shout out to my boy Vito from Forest.
Come on now.
Shout out
You
to
got Forest
Marley.
what, man? Forest Place, Forest Avenue,
Oh,
or
no,
Forest Projects? What we
Forest
saying?
Projects.
Come on
From
now.
163rd to 166.
Alright, we gotta be
Definitely.
intentional. We don't want the other.
Shout out to Marley too. Got a couple of good people who do music, man, and you know what
That's
they say.
actually good.
As when you're not trying to go down the path of the way they want you to, they not looking at you. For me, if
And
you're
that's
not
a
doing
fact.
what they want you to do and how they want you to do it, it's like
It's
that's
quiet.
not what's getting played on the radio.
It's quiet. Yeah. It's like, truthfully, a lot of people have the game figured out because they know what sells. If you a TikToker and you know you can get somebody to go viral like a Shiggy, well, Shiggy's not really in the lane anymore. If you get Drewski
Yes, if you
To-
get somebody to like Drewski to react to something that you
or
got
Casanat,
or Castanet, it's like it puts you on that
that's
pedestal.
it. You on a map.
You on a pedestal with you an influencer, because he wouldn't have
Yeah.
just took that and just
You on a map.
not knowing like that was just some shit you made in a closet in your crib, and you ain't expect, or you didn't know where it was gonna go.
That's a fact. Like, DJ Mustard said he didn't even know that Kendrick Lamar was going to use his beat. He said he wanted to work with him for so long, he sent him 5 beats a day, being consistent.
Consistency.
5 beats a day. And Kendrick never even hit him like, yo, I'm going to just use this one. He just did it. He just did it. He probably went through like, you know what, I need a beat for him. And then he probably was like, yeah, this is some
Yeah,
Cali.
that's it.
Like, oh, nah, this is it, right? So remaining consistent is where it's at, but learning how to have cheat codes to the industry. So you have your TikTok, which they call Coi Leray, TikTok artist. Like,
Yeah.
cool. She does go viral off TikTok. She make
A lot.
catchy songs, and it's lit. She make a catchy song with a catchy beat every
Viral.
time, and then somebody mix it with an old school beat.
Yeah, that's all they want to see from her. Can you
That's
dance
it.
to your song?
Can you dance? That's it.
If you could dance to your song right now, and if the kids could dance to your song, you got
It's
a hit.
lit. It's lit. Look at D-Lo. I was looking at his lyrics yesterday. That's what I did. That's exactly what I
Boss
did.
man D-Lo, he don't be talking about nothing, bro.
Nothing. I looked at
It's
the
just
lyrics.
catchy. Everything
It's
is
very
catchy.
I will not lie.
And that's what I said. I said, yo, his flow and the way he's putting them words together is what's making people.
That's it.
Cause the words ain't nothing.
Fifty flout, hibachi.
Come on,
Like that was cool, but he do have a new song with Lil Baby, and he made Lil Baby jump in his bag though. Lil Baby
yeah.
was chilling for a little
I,
minute.
I saw a video yesterday where it said Lil Baby, I guess changed his 4PF
Yeah.
to CF. What is it called? The other label that they jacked.
Oh, I forgot the name of it, but he changed it.
They basically
officially?
said that he basically changed it because due to the gang ties that
Yeah.
4PF had with Young Thug, and he
He
felt
don't want
like
anything
he
to do
ain't
with
want
that.
nothing to do with that. So right now,
Shout out to Lil Baby.
yeah,
for
definitely
that.
shout out to Lil Baby.
That's
Feel me?
big.
I'm not gonna say you left your man in the dirt. I'm just gonna say you was.
That
you
was a business.
You was one of the.
Smart.
Yeah, that was a business move. That was a business
very
decision.
smart.
Cause
he could lose money.
it was either I get taken down or I'm able to feed your family, because I'm at the end of the day I'm your man's, right?
That's a fact.
So if nobody crack
You
down
should
on me,
respect that. And if we all in jail, then it's a whole generation of wealth being
Yeah.
destroyed.
definitely.
Like as long as I got it, we can always get it back. I can always give you. We make more. Just his name could sell, right? Right now,
Yeah.
Young Thug. He started that slap, wipe your
Yeah.
nose, like that. Like I have
Free
people.
Thugger.
Yeah, you see people in videos that are from different places, and you see them wiping their nose, and it's like you don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about that.
They
Like
wipe
you don't
their
even know
nose
what
for a
slap.
reason, like.
Yeah, you don't even know what slap mean. You don't even know what the slime is for. It's just certain things, but I definitely love Lil Baby on that new song PJ with D-Lo. That's cool. Come on, this man is spitting.
Yeah, Lil Baby definitely been back in his bag since he been back making music.
I'm proud of him because for a little while I started feeling like he was kind of falling off. Like not falling off, but he didn't go as hard as he was before.
I probably would say he didn't want to be in that media limelight no more, because it was like when you dropping.
Yeah.
And sometimes like, yo, damn, like I'm going through real life problems.
Yeah,
Like
he is. He not with his girl.
yeah, I was about to say that.
no more.
I know the media is making
heavy.
shit seem like something it's not. So
Not only that, Lil Baby is one who doesn't like cameras on him, right? When he's
Yeah.
out, we're dating, we're sneaky linking, we're chilling, we're hanging out, we just friends, and all of a sudden a video get posted of him out with a female.
it's draining him. He don't want to make no album. Why would I want to give y'all
Right.
an album if y'all how y'all my fans and y'all out here?
Getting him caught up,
Being
and
messy.
that's typically why him and Jada broke up, because it was a lot of pressure with them saying Jada's gonna fold, Jada's gonna fold, Jada's gonna go back, Jada's gonna go back, and it's like, dang, how many times your grandmother went back? If your grandmother and her husband, your grandfather, was together for 35 years, 45 years, 55 years, you don't think somebody had to say, you know what, I'm gonna forgive you and go back. I'm gonna forgive you and still mess with you. So the fact that everyone is like clowning Jada for going back, like, oh, he cheated, you going back. Jada don't stand strong. Jada don't got a backbone. Like, she's literally listened to the media and let Lil Baby go because of the constant cheating, the constant rumors.
That was not cool.
Yeah, and then the pictures, people was, and then when they, yeah, and then when people see her out with him, they'll be like, oh, look at Jada again, look at her court, she gonna do it for a Birkin, and it's like us as females in the hood, we take men back for very minimum. Yo, I'm at your door. Yo, oh, he texted me, girl. He called me block. He sent the email. He sent the cash app saying pick up the phone. Like, it's just nature. It is what it is,
Yeah.
right? So if Jada's going back for the big Berkeys, shout out Jada. Shout out Jada. All right.
Never settle for less.
Do you want to cry in the Rolls Royce, or do you want to cry in the Toyota? Like,
You're totally right.
Dubai or 21 Bus? Like, what? Bronx. Okay.
You don't want to get caught on the corner crying in the Bronx in 2024. You might be on PDL. You might be on Sway, Code
No
33.
lacking.
No lacking. You never know. Nowadays, it's just like, you can't be you. It's hard to be you. Unless you've been you for the last 5 to 10 years, you being you is going to be hard.
Yo, it's too many
Niggas
cameras.
is trying to adapt. They trying to adapt to what they see. That there's a camera out. I got to act like
being
this.
Cool, being too cool. It's too much coolness, right? Like, people, what I notice is people do not embrace their emotions as much as they used to, right?
I'm a crybaby.
Yeah.
Something happens to me, I'm crying.
Exactly. I want to embrace
front
my
of whoever,
emotions.
either.
I don't care. I do not care. But what I see is a lot of females is on this get back. Or the males is on the get back, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, he was talking to that girl. Watch, I'm gonna get back. Like, oh, he acting like he don't know I got motion. I got people on the roster.
The motion should be
Paper.
after I break up with you, I'm up 5 more millions, or I'm up
Yeah,
5
gotcha.
more 5,000s. Feel me? Like, it shouldn't be 5 more
Catching more
niggas. I mean,
bodies.
5 more men or
Yeah.
5 more women. Feel me? 'Cause
It's
that's
just
not active. That's not
it's not.
motion.
It's not like, and it's just playing into destroying your character,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's the expectations. Like, all right, you make it easier to leave you alone because look at you. You for everyone. Like, you got
Yeah.
5 more dudes. It's prostitution. This is
Yeah.
like,
That's nasty.
yeah, and it goes for men
I ain't
too.
gonna lie. I never was the type to put it in that perspective. Like, I got a roster, or I got.
That's crazy.
That's not nobody's business if I did or didn't. Feel me?
That's crazy.
I don't though.
That's just, I don't like it because it's like, we as women, we are created to be nurturing. We are created to be soft. We are created to be loving and kind, right? So it's okay to be that, right? You don't have to be tough. You don't have to be like, he didn't hurt me. Like, I eat those. Like,
Nah, let me know if I hurt you, because if
calm down.
and that's another thing. If you're not out here letting your emotions show, nobody will ever know like how to treat you or how to go about you when you get like that, or how to prevent you from getting like that. So if you
I
tell
didn't even know I hurt you.
yeah, if you tell me like, yo, this, that, and the third makes me feel some type of way, but instead of you telling me, you just always breaking down, then I would never know.
Yeah,
But
you would
also,
never
you
know.
gotta ask too. You gotta be a good friend. A good friend is
Yeah.
seeing your friend down and asking them, because I know my friend. My friend is not usually like this. So what's going on? Like, who did it?
That.
Like,
Yeah, identifying that. Like, yo, bro, what's up? You're not yourself right now. Your vibes.
that's another
off.
thing. We gotta go back to being real friends. Like, actually
Yeah.
caring,
Yeah.
calling to see how they doing, and not seeing if you
What they
got
can do
something
for you.
Yeah, not what you can do
Yeah.
for me. How you doing for me?
That's very true. I've said that. I think that's what makes me a little bit nervous with meeting new people and having new friends, because I've seen friends fall out and now a random dirty pair of panties.
It's on
It's
Instagram.
on-
That's nasty words, bro. That's
Like, where? Like, how long ago is this photo? And you got the receipt? Like, people are just
so. You
collecting
took that picture
just in case.
when we first became friends, to just hold that over
Just
my
in
head.
case, like, or just telling your business, and you did this, and you got burnt, and you was pregnant, you got an abortion, you like, and you are you
That's-
just collecting data in case you fall out, because that's the expectations, and the first thing you want to do is air it out. That's scary to me, because I don't want to withhold or be precautionary with how much I share with a friend. If you my friend, I don't have any balls hold. I'm gonna call you. Hey sis, I'm feeling down right now. My feelings is hurt. I really want this job. I'm vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't want when you and I have a disagreement. Now you like, Oh, and you scammed your way into that apartment. Like,
Yeah.
you wildin'. I could potentially go to
Yeah.
jail. Like,
But then forgot the part where they tell me that you the one that gave me the plug for the
you gave me
CPNs.
the
Like,
plug. So it's like now it becomes like this nasty war on the internet, and now no one wants to really be your friend. The whole world is becoming like super competitive and like
yes, yeah. I was
it's
gonna say that.
scary.
It's all competitive. It's all about who could do what first, and
Right. With your friends at
it's
that.
like I forgot the line Meek Mill said, but he said, "Yo, people be happy when you fuck up. Like when you do something, when you mess
Yeah.
up, when you fall on your face,
They love to see it.
they love to. That gets them hype. Like that
They
gets
love to
them the
see
urge
it.
to say, Nah, now I'm gonna go try to do the exact same.
Then
Like
you didn't succeed.
instead of saying, Yo, I,
Let's do it. Let me
let's
lift
do
you
it
up.
together, or Yo, I know a different way you could try. Feel me? Like it's just
Or let me plug you to my man's, right? So I just seen a picture that was really good. It was two perspectives. So it was someone in a hole with a ladder next to them and then had someone reaching down to help them, right? And in the sense of some people really don't need your help, but they're just taking from you because they can.
yeah,
I'm just gonna use you because I can. And then there was one where the guy was in a hole and the ladder was next to the guy that was reaching his hand out, but it really was, I can help you. I can really help you. This ladder is right next to me, but I'm gonna make it look like I'm doing my best to help you. And it said this is what friendships look like nowadays. Like it's not even like a fair scale. Like it's nasty.
it's definitely what if I can't do for you this week, you not jacking me this week, you going to go fuck with the people that we was talking about. But we
Right.
supposed to be friends.
Yo.
Anybody we talk about, if you go be cool with them because I couldn't do
I
for you
can't
this
do it.
week,
I can't do it.
that's nasty.
And I would
Words.
like to see it. Like, oh, that's all it cost me? I'm good.
Yeah.
That's all it cost
And
me?
it be the littlest things. Like I didn't give you that.
Don't worry about it. The crazy thing is, and this is like a huge popular thing right now. Some guy posted, he tweeted, I'm so happy I'm not a female. I missed my homeboy baby shower and he still rock with me. He still love me. Right? And that's how females are. Like they will forgive the men 1,000 times for the most craziest things. But if they friend didn't make it to their birthday party, if they friend didn't make it to their if they friend
Ain't
forgot to
even.
call, they will never talk
You
to you
gon'
again.
you gonna see the post on Instagram if you didn't come to my birthday party.
SMD, we're not
That's
friends no
crazy.
more. Don't talk to me no more. I don't want it. And it's like people have their own things going on. You
Yeah.
never know. Or financially, I might not want to tell you I'm pop cheese.
Yeah.
I'm pop.
God.
Like
We live in a different era. We can't go to the spot knowing you broke and a friend be like, Nah, come on, bro. You know I got you. It's gonna be they gonna look
right.
at you and put you on the spotlight.
And they're
Yo,
gonna
so
tell
you
you about it.
came
Well, she
here
don't
without.
got it. She came with no bread. She pop cheese.
But
Like
we knew that before we left the block. We knew that, and we told him to come with us because that's real friends for me.
that's real friends.
And that's something me and my mans were just talking about yesterday. I was just telling them like, yo, anytime I had a problem, I called one of y'all. Like,
That's a fact.
anytime I needed something, I called one of y'all. You know why? Because y'all called me, and I know it's gonna always be vice versa. It's never
That's a
gonna be I
fact.
can't do it right now. It's
That's
gonna
a
be like,
fact.
yo, hold on, I'm about to
You see
find
if
a
I
way
can
to do
find
it. You feel
somebody,
me?
right?
And
That's
that's how it's
important.
supposed to be.
Yeah, that's important. Also, I tell people don't just call me when you got a problem. Call me to see if I got a problem too.
Yeah.
See if I'm good too. Don't just call me, yo, listen, can you make this happen for me? You know I can, but don't just call me when it's convenient for you.
And also, you gotta call them when it's convenient for them. When you know you in position to do something for somebody, or you know you could, you gotta also holler at people, bro. Cause there's a lot of people out here in good positions, and they watching they quote unquote peers and they quote unquote friends fail and go down the wrong path,
And be
knowing
okay with
you
it.
could have been prevented it. Feel me?
And be okay with it. The scary part for me is like people using the friend word so loosely and then not showing up to rise to the occasion, right?
You
So
can't
like
call nobody a friend if you don't know nobody's first name. If you ain't never.
yeah, forget all that. A lot of people is just on some like, yo, I'm an inconsistent friend. Sometimes I want to speak, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to interact with you, sometimes I don't. And it's like,
I sound like an associate.
yeah, like I get it. People have their mental health days. People have their days where they don't want to deal with the world. But it's like if I text you like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" and you ignore it, and then like a month later, yeah, I don't really talk to everybody all the time. But what's up though, bro? Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Like,
I done talked to mad people about that situation
yo,
after that.
like what? How we is that we at the point where we're leading to that? Like, and I see that a lot of people are putting. I seen on a post where it says, why are you single? What's wrong with you? Like, what are some of your flaws? And the things that I'm seeing is like people are just like, oh, if I text you at 12:01, you need to text me back at 11:59.
Nah, it can't happen.
What are we saying? Like what? Like, or some people are just like, you can't have a female best friend, or I like just the possessiveness, like
Me,
the
I saw something and it was like, I think she said, if he don't, if he not willing to pay for every date, if he not willing to take me, like things of that sort, like financially, if all you looking for is me trying to financially help you, then that's kind of crazy. Cause
you might as well get on welfare.
yeah, they
This is what it
actually,
sounded
yeah,
like. The government
they give out free
assistance.
money.
You're who they're looking for. You're who should
You
apply.
qualify.
You.
You qualify because me personally, I got people to take care of. So if you think, yeah,
Yo, you qualify. Yo, shout out to the ladies that need to be today rent taken care of, the food in the grocery, the all of that first and 15th sugar daddy energy. Um, it's really giving you qualified. Like you
yeah.
should go online to NYC Public Assistance and apply. Like this is who you
And if
need
you
to
from
be.
the ages from 16 to 24, you can come to SOS and get assistance. Cause that's what we here for. We not here to turn nobody down. If you need help getting these steps, and that's what we here for. Cause we don't want you out here
Yo,
leeching on anybody, male or female. We don't want other
that's
males
abuse. That's
or
financial
other
abuse.
females to feel like I gotta crash out and I gotta get violent
To
to
take care of you, to carry
take
you.
care of you. Feel me? And that's what's going on. You got a lot of kids from the ages of, I'm gonna say, 16 to 24, where they feel like
That's crazy.
they need to prove themselves, or I gotta go outside and I gotta risk my life to stand on the corner to sell drugs
To get a girl like
to
that.
get a girl like
to
that.
take care of a girl like
Or-
that. To put money in
Yeah.
her pocket.
If
That's
she was
crazy.
not willing to do it for herself, you shouldn't be
Or
willing
if
to do
she's
it.
not willing to deal with me at my lowest.
Yeah,
Right.
I should be able to come home without making $1 today, and you still love me and treat me the same.
My thing is like we're speaking of all this traditional things where men was paying for all the bills. Men were like rent right now is 2K just in the Bronx. The Bronx has been rated as the most highest poverty ridden place, right? And they have the highest increase. Like they have the highest inflation. Like the cost of living here is just one of the highest. Like rent starts at 2K, if that. And right now, I make a good amount of money, but I will never tell a man to come and yo, you gotta pay the whole rent. And if he is paying the whole rent, then I'm paying the car note and insurance. Times are hard. Times are hard. If we are just working citizens and we're not at that peak of where this is at, I will never tell you you gotta like I'm making and then what I'm doing with my money for us, right? If you doing that with your money for us, what am I doing with my money for us? Like how am I pouring back into you? What is my investment
Just like
into
we was
you?
talking about earlier, you got to keep the money in the hood. You got to keep the money in between us. You got to keep
Right.
generating.
What am I doing for you? Right. So if it's you pay the rent, I pay the car insurance, and because they're about the same amount, right? The car insurance.
That's what I was gonna say that too. Like I know somebody that's paying rent for 2,100 or some change, and then their car note is like around 1,500. So
You
it's
see
just
what
like,
I'm saying?
where's the break? And he's a single man. So
Oh
it's like,
my gosh.
so where's the break? So that means if a female was to come and probably offer her services, of course he would take it. Not on some, I'm
Using her.
I'm not using you. It's just that I got a
Let's
lot
make
on
it
my
work for
plate,
each
and,
other.
and we're about to be together. So now we got to
Let's
make it work.
Let's make. So what I love is something that I really love is how can we both stack our savings or stack our investments, right? So if you got half the rent and I got half the rent, right? Let's say the rent is 2K, you got a band, I got a band, and we get paid around 2,500. That's 15, I get to pocket. That's 15, you get to pocket,
Yeah.
right? So that's us like, all right, cool. So now we gonna put this towards this and that towards that. How can we grow together? How can we grow together? That right there just shows like who you dealing with.
Yeah, gotta be. Y'all gotta be on the same page and the same mindset.
Same
Cause
page.
if y'all on the same mindset before y'all got all these goals with each other, y'all goals is gonna come true and it's gonna be easier. Cause
It's gonna
y'all
be
on the
easier.
y'all on the same page.
What if somebody, if I know 100% we dealing with, because nowadays you really got to be in a relationship to stay ahead, like just to be on top of your bills.
Yeah,
Like you got to be a no limit soldier.
you gotta.
If you are doing this by yourself.
Yeah.
Like you got to be a no
And
limit
that's
soldier.
for you to say that, it just brings up myself. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out here. Like, I rent the room. I don't think I would be able to pay
No way. By yourself?
By
No way.
myself, the
I was
whole
just paying 22,200 for rent, right? In a cute little luxury apartment, but then I still had my car insurance. My car was at that time it was paid off, and then my car insurance, and then Con Ed, and then my credit cards, and then my life insurance, and then I want to get my hair done. I want to get my nails done. Um, did I say credit cards? Like it's so much
yeah.
that and then don't if you have a kid, oh my God, God bless you. If you have a kid, especially that like to dress up, designer and stuff like that, or have the newest things on, it's hard. It's hard. And then not only that, but not having that help. If you want to go out, you can't afford it. You gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know, bro.
If you know me, I'm top 5 on. I'm gonna let you know.
I'm gonna let
And
you
it's
know.
not even that I be fucked up. It's just that
I'm scared to go broke.
I'm about to go out, and then I might be at low and
I'm
low.
scared to go broke because now.
Nah, let me stay in the crib and
Yeah, because if I go
reminisce.
out and I get lit, I know if they told me chicken wings was 100 for each piece, I might get a 15 piece. I might get a.
Depending on how I'm feeling, yeah, I might be too
like
lit.
Big Daddy. Once I see my account, I be like, yo, F it, order another round. I get too crazy. I know me. I start Big Daddy bulling.
That's when I need the friends. That's
Wrap
when you need
me
the good
up.
friends that say no.
Nah.
First round is
She's
on
joking.
me. Second round is on
you.
her.
That's
and then
it.
we splitting the bill.
That's it. Like, cause I know me, and then there's people that will take advantage of that. Like, nah, bro, he buying our drinks. What you want? What you want?
Yeah.
Let me get.
Next day, you be like, what happened yesterday? You bought everybody drinks. You let me
wilded
buy
out.
everybody drinks. Now you
Not
told
me.
me. I was not even.
Now I'm on Capital One. Hello, that was
Yeah.
never me.
That wasn't me.
That was never me. I'm not even the type party in the Bronx.
Party in the Bronx.
It was
$100 a wing.
It was never
Nah,
me.
come on.
Yeah, why did y'all let
Look
it
at
go
my
through?
transfers from last week. I ate a chopped cheese from the store. That was $7.
Why would y'all ever allow that?
That was
bro?
not me. That's not my body.
That's not my
I
body.
don't even party there.
I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all let it go through. Give me back my credit. I don't. I'm telling you right now, like it's extremely hard to be single, and a lot of people are dealing with each other off the strength of financial relief.
A lot of people is getting together just to say like, yo, I feel like we going to shelter together,
And that's a fact.
you once we get in, you can have
That's a
whoever you
fact.
want. We not boyfriend and girlfriend. You have
We
your
just
company.
doing our thing.
Yeah, I have my
That's
company.
crazy.
And that's how it has to be. And that's like, you would never live by. Feel me? Like you would never. It's gonna be hard to get comfortable.
It's
Always,
honestly, people don't even want pets right now. Like
nah,
people are sitting on dogs that they can't sell or get rid of because the pet food costs too much, right?
This shit's crazy.
It's
I'm seeing.
too much.
You know what? Everything you say, I be like, oh, bro, just saw that on Instagram.
Yeah,
like I
people
saw
can't
somebody.
get rid of the dogs. The dogs was 15, 2K. Now they going for 300, 200, 100. And people don't want it. People are still saying no.
And that's because they need to, and that's probably because they need to pay rent right now, and they need that 500. Like
that's
nah.
an extra mouth to feed. I have a cat, and I want to say like, I probably have to buy cat food. I feed him twice a day in the morning and at night, and I probably have to buy cat food maybe. If I buy a 12-pack, I gotta buy maybe in a week. I gotta be up. Like, and it's not cheap. Like, it's a little like 15, 20. Oh,
my mother had 17 cats.
You at one time?
At one time, ma.
She took it too.
R.P. ma, but you wild out. You
Why?
was wild in the project apartment.
Why did she do 17?
I moved out. Once I peed on the red bottoms, y'all not gonna replace them. I gotta take it on the bunny. Yeah, ma. I love you to death.
Peace queen.
I'm out of here.
17 cats?
17. I think it was more. I don't know.
Why did she take it that far? Where did she find these cats? She was like a rescue?
Babies having babies.
Oh, nah. She was trying to keep them from the chinos.
Where she was bugging.
Yo, nah.
But,
17's a little crazy.
But nah, like you was talking about, like you said something that stood out. This financial literacy, like
it's important.
These kids from ages, as soon as you learn how to type in on Instagram or you know how to use a phone to play a game, your kids should know like, oh, I need to learn how to manage money, or I need to know what managing money is.
What it look like, right?
Yeah,
what it look like.
If you see somebody, like if you see one of your elders always spending, but they not always teach you about, yo, every time I make 100, I'm putting 60 away. You only see me spend 40. You don't never see me put the 60 away because you're not supposed to.
That's a fact.
But if you're not telling these kids that, they only see you spending the 40. So they're like, oh, that looked like the whole 100 he's
He
spending. I'm
got
about to
it.
spend my whole 100,
He
not
got it.
knowing, bro.
The crazy
He
thing
saved
is,
his 40 up, and he saved so many 60s he could do that 3 4 times.
right. The crazy thing is, um, my mother always told me when you have a kid or you have family, open a bonds immediately. Like a bonds, it assists with, let's say you do a $500 bond. By the time they turn 18, that money has increased. It has increased. I've seen that. I worked at Chase for about 2 years, and people was literally coming in and cashing in their bonds and getting back 1,200, 1,300 as soon as they turn 18. That's a gift to you,
Yeah.
right? So as soon as you do that, then there's also the credit card. Now, when my twin and I was young, high school, we had credit cards. We had like a Gap, H&M, what else we had? Old Navy and Banana Republic and a Bloomingdale's. I begged for a Bloomingdale's and Macy's. We
Yeah,
had all of
that's
those credit
that's
cards.
the only card I had was a Macy's card.
My mother literally had, we shared the credit line. She monitored the money. She'll call and lock the card or unlock the card. But we had free reign over it, but we knew better than to go crazy. So she'd tell us, listen, y'all both can have 200, 200, and then 100 on Macy's this month, and this and the third. And she'll make us write it down in a little like organizer. Back in the
Yeah.
days, you had to have a real, and then she'll say how much you spent this month.
It's
How
like when
much
they
you spent
really
this
had to
month.
have them tax books.
Yes,
Everything
exactly.
was
Exactly.
had to be there. I gotta see what it's counted for. I gotta see where money went. I want to see where everything
That's
is
a
going.
fact. My mother was so nosy, so I thought I was slick one time because she used to get the account statement in the mail. And I thought I was slick. I had a boyfriend, and I ordered him some True Religions, men jeans, and I'm like, yo, me and my twin share the same credit line. So if I order Trues, my mother gonna think it's for my twin. She already knew. She already knew. Because the last four was different. It was the same account, but the card was the
Yeah.
last four. She clipped my card.
She said, "Oh,
She
you
clipped.
want to be splurger?"
She clipped my card. Yo, from there I felt like a bum. I felt like I was really into the world by myself. She clipped all my cards. She was like, the moment you start spending money on men, and they allow you to, and it's not even your money, it's my money.
Well,
You out of here. And he allowed you to. Like he allowed you to spend $350 on some denims. My mother,
yeah,
she from North Carolina.
300 on
300
jeans.
on jeans. My mother could have bought.
Wranglers. We used to Wranglers,
Lee's.
Lee's.
Yo, my mother, Foreman Mills.
Foreman
Mills. My mother
Word.
was, yo, my mother, when I say I felt like she kicked me out the castle, I got back.
But
That
But-
was crazy.
you know, me and my mom's had a fallout because I had a conversation with her when I was younger. Like, if you know, like Bitcoin, buying credit cards, ordering things online.
Yeah.
I was doing that. So when I did want to get myself right, and I'm like, yo, ma, can I be an authorized user under your MCU? She like, no. And I had to think out of like, no.
The
When I
trust
first, no,
factor?
when I first thought about it, I'm like, yo, I'm your son.
Mm-hmm.
I just got my first job. You supposed to look out for me. And her mom, she like, yo, we done been down this path with many other things. You asked me for my phone number. I'm thinking, you got people calling me. So I'm just like, yo, I was putting her in harm's way, not knowing, feel me, just for a couple dollars, like, not knowing that I never had to do none of that. If I just worked on my credit or I asked to be under that sooner, my credit could have been up and I ain't have to never
Yeah.
ask for nothing, feel me? It just,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But she definitely could have put you so that you can have your own account, like a child account.
Yeah.
And then as you got older,
I got my first bank account in Roosevelt High School because if you know, we
yeah,
had
yeah,
the bank
yeah.
on the first floor.
Exactly.
So
you have the bank in the school.
I went in there, I got an account.
That's how I got chased.
We end up trying to bust up people's student accounts, getting caught up in school. That shit was just nasty.
Yeah, cause you know what it is. It's the instant gratification.
Yeah.
If you're not used to having money or getting money, the first thought or offer of money, you're jumping at it.
That's a fact.
You're jumping at it like, yo.
And I learned that young, cause that's like, yo, why the fuck every time I got a couple dollars, that shit is burning holes in my pocket.
Cause you're not.
My
you're
mom
not
said that all the
managing
time.
your money.
Stop letting that money burn holes in your pocket. Like, you supposed to be spending your money. Your money is spending
Spending
you. How your money is telling you I
Spending
want this, and you know
you.
you don't want that. Like,
Not only that, you just doing
I used to buy food that I never used to eat. Like, that was
Oh,
me.
yeah, that's
When
me.
I was
That's
11,
me.
12, I was going to the Chinese restaurant 2-3
Let me
times,
get
buying mad different
lobster.
stuff.
Let me get
Crab
lobster.
sticks,
Let me
chicken wings, everything. Like, mom, like, the fuck?
I can't really say anything to that because I still do that now. I still like, if I know it's in a budget and I'm going out to eat with my friends, and anyway, it's restaurant week, y'all just keep that in mind.
Yes, definitely. Restaurant week started July 22nd. We got until
Yes.
August 31st
Yes.
around there.
So I definitely will go out to eat like Tao or like Harlem Panda, and now I'm in the mood for spring rolls. And then in addition to spring rolls, I want the Thai fried wings.
Yeah.
And now in addition to that, like, and mind you, the appetizers are like maybe $17.99, $20. And then now I want a drink.
Shout out to City Island, you heard?
Yeah.
Shout out to City Island, cause
It's gonna get you right for that 12.
yeah, I got a lot of my pandemic money. When I say
Yeah.
I was in City Island every day during pandemic, I feel like I was like
That's
turning into
crazy.
a shrimp for real.
That's crazy.
All I ate.
That's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. While I don't like City Island food, their drinks I do enjoy.
I didn't took trips over there just for drinks, and I
Yeah.
never understood. I'm like,
The drink,
drinks is
but
that good?
now the drinks I would never drink there because I wouldn't make it out.
Yeah.
Tony's is crazy.
I need another one.
I
And
not
you-
only, no, I can't drink and drive with them. Anybody else I could play.
I done seen people stand on the line after they just got another one, like that long Seafood City line. Like, yeah, I'm standing right
No.
back there. That strawberry daiquiri was
No,
it.
it's the Henny Colada. Now, matter of fact, the Henny Pina Colada.
See, I'm not a drinker, so I wouldn't even.
I can't. As soon as I took the sip, I said, "Oh, you one of those? you like why they risk me,
Yeah,
Poppy?
shit loose.
Yeah,
You got
Poppy,
what's that? Loose
Poppy,
wrist.
Poppy. Like if you want to get your money's worth and you want to get lit, City Island is the place to go.
Definitely. Let me just give them a shout out one more time.
Yeah, City Island is the place to go. Them and Tony's, Seafood City and Tony's got it for
Sammy's
years.
not the same.
Sammy's is not the Sammy's box is not the same, but I will say those places, if you popped or you bowling on a budget,
Yeah.
that's the best
Your
place
vibe
to
is
go.
good.
Yeah, the vibes is good.
Oh,
You see the
big shout out to Poppy's Steak and Cheese.
Oh, you did mention that before.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
What the budget looking like?
Egg rolls for $5.
Hmm.
When I say egg rolls, shrimp and cheese with onions and 3 different type of cheese.
Now, would it give you the runs immediately after? Because I'm
Nah,
someone that
it
needs
didn't.
Pepmo.
Nah, it didn't give us the runs. They
No?
had a good chili sauce. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't really the Bronx.
Yeah, we live in the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx.
I promise you, as long as I've been living in the Bronx, nothing has surprised me. Like nothing. Like there's nothing that I see.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the Bronx again, cause Poppy's Steakhouse is on Leggett
Is it
Ave.
in the Bronx?
It's on Leggett Ave, right there on the back by you know when you go in the back of Prospect and you go in the back blocks on like Fox and all that by the
Yeah.
school. It's right there, right by the right by Kennedy's.
I
Down
have to
Beck,
check this
down
out.
Beck Street. You go down
Oh,
in the back.
in the back block.
Yeah, by them.
Is it new? I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's new.
I was
Word,
gonna
I
say,
went
I've
in
never
there.
seen
He
it.
show love.
Okay,
shit
I
was
have to
fire.
check this spot out. I definitely. It's like gyros,
Nah, straight egg rolls.
egg rolls, and stuff.
I'm gonna just bring you some.
Yeah, I just gotta see it because I definitely greasy food don't agree with me. Like it
Yeah.
don't. I have to.
You know it's
take
crazy.
Pepto-Bismol
I thought it was
beforehand.
gonna be on some greasy. As soon as you bite, it's gonna start dripping out. Nah,
Yeah.
everything stayed right there. I was able to dip the
Oh no, I gotta get with this.
Yeah.
I gotta get with this. Say it one more time.
Poppy's steak and cheese.
Poppy. That's the name of the place.
Poppy's steak and cheese. Yeah, on Leggett Ave.
I have to check them out because, yeah, that sounds really good.
And it was only like a 10-minute wait.
And if you bought it on a budget,
Yeah,
it's cost friendly.
definitely.
That's what I need.
If you and 4 of your friends, if y'all got $50,
You alright?
you great.
You alright?
Y'all both might get 3 to 4.
But is it fulfilling, right?
It's filling. It's no space in the egg rolls. You see how when you eat an egg roll, some different type of soul food
Chinese
places,
restaurant,
it be
it's
spaced.
empty, spinning.
Pause. You know when you want to bite the top and then put the sauce.
Yeah.
Nah, you could put the sauce on top and bite straight into it. I know everybody know that. I know everybody bites the egg roll before they
I do.
put the duck sauce. You don't even gotta do that.
I think I remove it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even buy. I want to get to the nitty gritty.
Nah, that shit is fire.
I don't know. I get to the. Oh, I gotta put the sauce on it first. I don't like that empty. Nah, I'm lying. I gotta take it off. I want to get to the nitty gritty. I ain't come here to play.
Word.
Like, I ain't
Extra
come here to
crisp
play.
and
But I definitely want to try this. It sounds really good.
nah, yeah, it's fire.
It sounds affordable. Speaking of food, we definitely did a food distribution earlier with
Yeah.
Chantel Jackson.
Shout out to Chantel Jackson and
Yes.
those who participated in the
That was
event.
really good. That was really good. The community was very receptive to it. They came out to McKinley Development in the Bronx and got 2 bags of groceries, which I hope it reached those that needed it. Right?
Yeah.
That's always the hope that the people that really need it gets what they need. So that's
Definitely.
important. So shout out to SOS Times, Chantel Jackson team.
Yeah. And
Getting
shout
out
out to
there.
Guns Down Life Up. Had a couple of them people out
Oh yeah,
there.
GDLU was
Yeah.
definitely there to support. So I definitely shout out to you guys. That's important to give back to the community. Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed that experience.
And that's
But-
what we're here for. I'm sorry to cut
Yeah,
you off, but that's what
community.
we're definitely here for. We definitely here for the community.
Community response. That's
everything
a response.
everything we do is gonna be for the community. It's never gonna be to benefit us. The only way it's benefiting us is if the community is better, because that's what we want
Yeah,
in our hearts. All of us have the same job. All of us have the same agenda,
that's
and that's
a
to
fact.
make these streets safe
Safer and healthier and livable.
for the
right?
next generation and the generations to come on.
Yeah, I do. I did enjoy that, and that's a part of the work that I do. Why I love doing what I'm doing, because you see people that genuinely enjoy being service, being helped, and
Yeah.
having that safe spot where they can go and unwind from the community when it gets too hectic. Like, how can I help? How can I support? Or what can I be a part of? Or I wanted my kids here, like, or feeling safe to bring their problems here, and we mediate or we interrupt. So I definitely like that. But speaking of food, one thing that I did notice is that the obesity rate is up within the Bronx. Like, overall throughout the United States, but since the pandemic has happened, a lot
Yeah.
of kids are bigger and weight. I was watching, dang, I wish I knew this lady name, and she's so great. But her and not K Michelle. Oh my gosh, K Michelle's talking about me. Her and Michelle Obama, and also Michelle Obama and Stephen Curry's wife Aisha Curry got together to kind of challenge some of these things. But a lot of our youth are suffering from obesity and diabetes at a young age, high cholesterol at a young age, and high blood pressure at a very young age.
That's something they was telling us early 2000s kids when we was in school and coming
That
up.
we
like,
were big, right?
we
What's
were
in the
big.
water? No,
And
these kids.
These kids is actually like
Solid.
way big, cause it's kids my size at 13, 14. That's crazy.
And it's simply because you have Burger King selling 20 nuggets for $2, $3.
You got the McDonald's app that gives you something
For
for free every
free.
day.
A Big Mac. I remember
could
Big
get a
Mac
Big-
was like the biggest thing you can order from McDonald's.
I couldn't get a Big Mac.
My
when I
mother
was
used to
younger.
say no. My mother.
That's not
Yo.
for you. That's not your body. It don't matter how big you think you are. That is not your body.
Yo, the Big Mac was like for my older brothers
Yeah.
and my mother.
I only saw my mom eat a Big Mac.
That's
I
what
never
I'm
saw
saying.
my
That's for
sister,
grown
my
folks.
brothers.
That's
Only
for
my
grown
mom.
folks. The Big Mac was for the big mamas. Like
Yeah.
like you got to be Big
You gotta,
Daddy.
you gotta be the head of the household.
You got to be so to get the biggest snack.
Yeah.
Now you see kids getting 2 for $5.
Big Mac and a large
Why
fry.
is that accessible?
How you get a Big Mac, a quarter
Free
pounder,
fries
and free fries?
and apple pies if they're
If they're
Like,
Subways,
this is
6 foot long
crazy.
cookies,
This is
6 foot long churros. Since when? I remember mommy used to be standing outside the school with the churros.
Yo,
Now they going to get the 6 foot long churro
it's
from
getting
Subway.
ridiculous with what's being offered in our communities and the demand for healthy food, right? So I order my food from Fresh Direct off Amazon, and they deliver it to my house doorstep, right? Because I don't food shop within the community. I don't, and I don't shy away from that information because Fresh Direct get it straight from the farm, straight to them. Versus the supermarkets over here, they get it along the way of a drop off. So now the meat is contaminated. They're spraying the vegetables and the meat to make it look fresher when it's old.
Yeah.
It's no good. And they're packaging it themselves in a bag. You don't really, they
We
just
don't-
snap
we
a
don't need
date
that.
on
We
it.
definitely do not need that. You
They
don't
just
need.
slapped a date on it. You don't really know what's the true date. You telling me this date, but how can I check this?
Nah, where?
How can I check this? Like I don't. It's to the point I really don't eat. I don't go to the. I wouldn't even get a fruit. I wouldn't because
Shit.
it's not healthy. It's not the
That
things
shit
they
might not
give
be
us.
real.
It might not even be real. Messing around now, but
Yeah.
the things that they offer the community, the things that they give the community is just like here, get out the way. Here's
They put
nourishment.
they allow no disrespect on the Muslim brothers, but they allow more Arabics to come in the hood and open up stores, and they wouldn't allow
You wouldn't
no
get
black
approved.
guy
You
or
wouldn't get
black
approved as
guy for
easily.
a juice bar.
Yeah.
Why
You
every
wouldn't.
juice bar that comes in the hood always
Gets
gets closed down
closed.
if it's owned by a
Gets
brother or a
closed.
sister?
And then also it's not as much support. So I did see the district attorney of the Bronx. She do have a program where she supports black businesses. She has a grant offering, which I do support because that's something I would want to open, like a juice bar. Simply because a lot of people don't know about their health. They
Yeah.
don't like me. Last year I was really sick. Like I had to get my gallbladder removed, and I didn't even know the gallbladder was the problem because my liver started being affected. And the doctor kept giving me, "Oh, you have this, you have that," and I'm like, "Brother, I'm still having the same issues. Like I'm skinny, but I'm having bigger people problems. Like I'm literally having heart attacks at a young age. Like
Yeah.
what's going on?" They kept me in the hospital for 11 days, did surgery, and I kept going to Lincoln, and Lincoln kept saying, "Oh, you had food poisoning. You had um, you just have drugged. Like you can't eat greasy food." And I'm like, "Bro, I eat nothing but fruits all day, and I'm still having these mild attacks. I'm still
That's another thing. These doctors
doing
be trying to
anything.
get us
Yo, he
out the.
put me on all type of meds to
They
the
be
point
trying to
it
get us out
affected
of
my
there.
liver. Yo, my once I seen I had jaundice, I came to work and I said, "Yo, I'm parking my car here, and I'm going to a different hospital because I have jaundice. I'm losing mad weight. I'm mad skinny. I'm like, yo, something is wrong." And when I went there, they was like, "Oh, it's your gallbladder. We're gonna keep you, nurse your liver back together, and then we're gonna do the surgery to remove your gallbladder." I would have been dead messing with not getting a double check or a second opinion.
Yeah.
But
You
how?
being you.
Yeah. So now I take what I eat, what I input, very serious. I don't just say, all right, you know what, let me just make this meal. Let me take whatever packet of meat they have. Let me,
Yeah.
no, I am like, if the meat is packaged like that, I need to see it's fresh. I need to know. I go and I order over the counter. Like, all right, let me get 5 pounds of this. Let me get four right then and there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm
That meat
scared.
I've been sitting there for 2 weeks.
I'm really
And
scared.
all they do is put the new meats on top of it.
That's what
They
I'm
not removing it,
saying.
throwing it away. They just keeping that in the bag.
If it look fresh, throw it out there.
Yeah.
I'm literally scared to eat. Like I'm literally scared to eat. But um, that is something that we definitely, SOS overall, would like to like explore into. Like,
Yeah.
how can we help the
We
community
wanna
on the
we,
health side?
we wanna be able to expand and go from helping the youth and others in the
Yeah,
community
health is wealth.
to maybe helping them from going from gun violence and all sorts of violence to actually health and
And it's what you're
and
eating.
wealth.
It's knocking off the chemics in your body. Your
Yeah.
brain is like, like shoot first, ask questions later because you had an unbalanced meal or you didn't even
Yeah.
have a meal. You didn't even have breakfast. So now you're hungry and you're hangry. So I definitely hope that's something that SOS like look into. We constantly give back to the community with food, and
Because they
anytime
say
we
health
do
is
event,
wealth.
we give food.
Health is
Yeah,
wealth. And if these kids ain't even getting a meal,
eating.
then that's the least. That's the least. Me shooting somebody's gonna be the least of my worries. Like I'm not gonna care to shoot nobody.
Because I'm going to jail to get a guaranteed
Yeah,
meal.
I'm guaranteed
three,
it's gonna happen.
three
The
meals.
bookends, I get the all
Peanut
that,
butter, jelly,
everything.
cheese sandwich.
Yep.
Like, so I definitely, um, I really enjoyed today's segment, today's session. We talked about a plethora of topics that was really interesting. I hope that you guys listening found something intriguing and interesting that Anthony and I said. And I hope that you do a little bit of due diligence on anything that we might have shared with you guys today. It all is very relevant. It is all very interesting, and it is all something that you can look up yourself, right? I never want to say anything that couldn't be identified through your own research.
And even if you always do your own research before you listen to somebody, because you might not.
Me crashing out.
Yeah, you might listen to something I said and I might, but nah, feel me?
Yeah. So, but we're always about promoting positive messages. We're always about getting the right message out there to the community. So, um, thank you everyone for tuning in and allowing
Definitely.
us this opportunity to
Definitely appreciate everybody
some
who
SOS
tunes in and who shows love. Um,
definitely.
we located 601 East 163rd Street on the top of the hill. Also 630 Jackson Ave in a home base building on the first floor. And we also always canvassing these communities from Forest to Jackson, Third Ave, Boston Road,
Prospect,
Prospect, Matanzas,
yeah.
Morehouses, St.
John
Ames,
Adams,
John Adams. We
St.
always around.
Mary's,
You can
yeah.
always see somebody with a SOS
SOS,
shirt.
yeah.
See somebody with a Guns Down Life shirt up. You see somebody with a
BXCJC,
Bragg shirt on, a BXCJC, and you looking for SOS, just ask for the referral. Like, how
yeah.
could I get to SOS? Walk me there. Ask them to walk you there if you need to get walked here, cause
We
that's what we do.
outside. We outside. Like we want y'all to always know that we outside.
For
Even when
sure.
you think we not outside, we outside, guys.
Always.
Peace and love, everyone.
Peace and love, everybody.